As a teacher, I want to learn more about H1N1 because the media keeps saying that there's going to be a massive outbreak and one of the areas that will be hit will be school. And I pretty much live there. So I want to learn about it. I want to know the symptoms. I want to know how it spreads. I want to know what it is. And frankly, I know nothing about it. So I'm going to go to the place that I go when I want to find out about anything, about a definition, about a term, about an event in history. I go to google.com. And what I do is I type in what it is that I'm looking for. So what I'm looking for is H1N1. So we're going to go to the Google tab here and type in H1N1. And I also know that the World Health Organization is a reputable organization comprised of doctors and government officials, and they advise the world on health issues. So I think that they probably have a good idea about what H1N1 is. So I'm also going to type in World Health Organization. Then I'm going to click on Google search. And the first link here that comes up, WHO, World Health Organization, Pandemic H1N1 2009. I think that this is going to be a pretty good hit, and it'll give me some great information. Let's see. All right. So the World Health Organization, and as I can see by scanning the page, the pandemic H1N1 2009 is the topic of this page. So there's going to be a lot of information here. But I want to know specifically what exactly it is. And I can see here that with the recent updates that there is information on what's going on right now, which is really interesting, but I need to know more about it first before I start looking into that. Guided documents, briefing notes. Oh, where is it? Frequently asked questions. Aha, there it is. What is the new influenza A H1N1? This is what I'm looking for. I'm going to click on this and go to the next page. Excellent. Now this is a page solely dedicated to the influenza, and I can tell that by looking at the title and scanning the title here. What is the new influenza A H1N1? Well, clearly this article is going to be about H1N1, but it also tells me something else. It tells me that H1N1 is also known as influenza A, and that's something I didn't know before.
So recent. Hasn't H1N1 been around for a while? This webpage is all about H1N1, but who wrote this anyway and why? I'll read the header to see if there's any information or anything that could tell me about that. Oh no, yeah, it shows me the World Health Organization. And I know about the World Health Organization if they run this. I know that they're a reputable organization that's comprised of doctors and leading health officials that report on epidemics and other health concerns. But why does the World Health Organization want this information published here? I know that the side navigation bar shows readers where to find different information on this topic and other epidemics and health concerns in the world. By scanning the side navigation bar, I can figure out the key goals of this website. I mean, there are buttons for health topics right here and data and statistics, so they must be really interested in showing and sharing that information. This website's audience must be people who want to learn more about health concerns, advisories, and statistics of the world. But why publish the signs and symptoms of infection of H1N1 on this site, as we saw down here? Well, let's scan the page and see if we can find some clues. Here's something. It is true that this page on H1N1 is part of the frequently asked questions page. I bet this information is connected to the date as well and why they keep it updated so much. They must need to keep the information up to date with the new statistics of infections. If H1N1 is under the frequently asked questions, that must mean that lots of people must want to learn about H1N1. This must mean that people are concerned. I think I'm going to read the first paragraph or the first little bit here to learn a little bit more. While I'm reading, I'm going to look for the visual cues such as the bolded words and the hyperlinks, just because I know that they show how important they are. Well, clearly the World Health Organization is concerned for the health and safety of the public, so they advise the public about what they should do if they experience the listed symptoms down here. Probably the purpose of this article is to equip the public with the knowledge of what H1N1 is and how to deal with it if you're experiencing the symptoms. Interesting. Well, this is what we know so far. We know that the doctors and professionals are concerned for the health of the world, and that is the point of view this website is based on. The main idea is that H1N1 may drastically affect the human population because we have never encountered it before and therefore have no immunity to it at all. So that's one of the main ideas. The audience is for those people who want to learn more about H1N1, and the purpose is for the website to equip the public with the knowledge of H1N1. So that brings me back to the site. I wonder if this information is accurate. Really, how am I going to tell? I mean, I guess my first step to really understand this is to come up with a search strategy to check my statements about H1N1. So I use a graphic organizer like this to record my information about H1N1 data from several different sources. I take the information that I need here, and then I find different links that help me find the information for that, okay? This has been an example of a Think Aloud of online reading strategies.